Hello, I am Dr. Victor. This channel and this series of video are to keep a diary of my research. Let me introduce myself first. I am a computer engineer studying for my master degree. I've followed a machine learning course, and in one of the first lessons I've got introduced to the architecture of the multi-layer perceptron, and my mind in that moment started wondering about the similarity between that and the biological neuron. From that moment, every minute what was not occupied by college courses was dedicated to find more similarity in behaviors and in shape. I even had many hours of discussion with a pedagogist, finding even their similarities between human and neural networks behaviors at a psychological level, reaching the conclusion that a human brain is just a neural network that uses a reinforcement learning algorithm to optimize the reward and penalty functions for the generation of many hormones. A simple dark example is a cocaine addict that keep abusing it because achieves its main immediate psychological effect, the high, by causing a buildup of the neurochemical dopamine. The dopamine is one of the hormones that dictates our reward function, making the cocaine addiction a simple super effective optimization for the reward function, making it super addictive for humans and other animals with the same reward function like rats. This kind of optimization is used also by social media and casino gambling machines. Getting texts, likes or messages are intrinsically rewarding. They evoke feelings of happiness and satisfaction due to the virtual social life that social media platforms mimic. Changing subject, I've said that our algorithm of optimization is a reinforcement algorithm, because given a state that in our case is our physical position, mental state, current physical needs, and our surroundings, we need to determine the best action in the moment to optimize our instant reward or future reward. Now let's think as a child that sees for the first time a pizza slice. At first the child evaluate the willing to explore the taste of the pizza. This willing is certainly high, giving the current state of the hungry child and the good smell of the pizza. At the first bite, the brain will send a reward for the good taste of the pizza. So from that moment, the pizza and everything that is like a pizza will unconsciously remember the good reward and be appealing to the child. Let's explore a different moment of the child life. The child sees a lit candle, the child having little thing to exploit in his reinforcement learning algorithm, is curious of the fire on the candle. For many time, the light sources in his life were associated with positive reward. The child decides to touch the fire for exploration and burns his finger. This makes the child to be hurt and a penalty in the algorithm added. From that moment the child will never touch the fire unless it is the only option or for other explorations. Someone can now say that we have all the answer to create a human brain, but this is false. This is only the simplest idea that not keeps count of amazing human traits like learning from others' mistakes or learning from a teacher. Also, we have many architectural problem like for the input data and how to process them. And the maybe hardest problem, the computational problem, with the von Neumann architecture, we have a clear distinction between the central processing unit and the memory, but we know for a fact that our brain and the IDONT work like that. Actually, in this moment I am not updated enough to know if some of this or the many others problem have been solved by scientists. In the following months, my focus is to get as in sync as possible with the current science, to start to speculate and think in my little some possible solutions.